Well, of course, this wouldn't be an RV trash talk episode without some last minute chaos. And we haven't talked to each other in a while, so who's got
Yes.
the best old boy moment of the episode?
I think I might have it. I
Oh,
don't
hit
know.
it.
Oh no.
You want to know? All right. So
Let's hear it.
All right. Rob and Trish know exactly where we were parked at. So this is just 2 weeks ago. Actually, 2 weeks ago today. We were in Palm Springs, California, and we were there for 4 weeks at 1,000 Trails, and we had to move on our third week. All right, cool. Not a horrible deal, but
Yes, it was terrible.
after we were told we didn't have to move, and they even gave our passes for the rest of our stay, I got the knock that morning saying, "Hey, your new spot is blah." I'm like, "No, it's not blah. It's right." Anyway, we had to move. So reluctantly, we moved all of our stuff to the new spot. I hooked up the trailer and moved the trailer to the new spot. Got it unhooked, got it leveled, got the slides back out, and I was parked in the front of the trailer alongside the road. Actually, not even in the road, and I'm inside doing stuff, and we'd only been there for about 20 minutes. And the plan the whole time was to move the truck to the overflow because our daughter Hannah was coming into town later that evening. And we were there for probably about 20 minutes, and all of a sudden I heard this horrible crunching sound. And my truck got sideswiped with tail swing.
Oh,
Oh no!
no.
Oh,
I
yes.
did not hear
So,
this.
no, like I said, this is brand new. I'm literally 2 weeks old.
Oh
And
shit!
fortunately, it's not horrible, but Big Blue's my baby. I've been accused of loving my truck more than my wife from time to time. Just ask her, she'll tell you.
But the guy stopped, I
Um,
assume, and let you
oh
get
yeah,
in.
he stopped. He immediately gave me his insurance information, and I went on and filed a claim with his insurance and my insurance, and I want to go through his because they'll pay for a rental
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
But I've been going back and forth with his insurance because the guy had not given his statement to his own insurance company, so they were like, "We ain't doing nothing because we haven't heard from our customers." So
Oh,
I
wow.
finally sent him an email and a text, and just the other day, and he texts me and he says, "All right, I talked to him, and we should be good to go." I'm like, "All right, cool," but they haven't called me again yet, so it's been the weekend too, so we'll see what happens. But yeah,
What part of the truck got hit?
so it was the passenger front quarter panel. That mirror got pushed in and hyperextended. It's still on there, but it's hyperextended, so it's a sliding mirror in and out for towing.
Yeah.
It don't slide no more. It's hyperextended, and when that got pushed in, it actually dented the top of the door as well. So I mean, fortunately, it's drivable.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
guy was nice and said, "Yeah, here's my insurance," but yeah,
Oh
it
man,
was
that's frustrating.
one
I'm
of
sorry
those
to hear
things.
that.
It's like, oh my gosh, but yeah,
That
that was
sucks.
sad.
Well,
It was a
That is
sad
bad.
day.
being that first of all, I hate that happened to you, but being there, I could totally see because we were
Yeah,
nervous about because I knew you
Yeah,
ended up
yeah,
parking on where we were, right in that
yeah.
same
We,
area.
we,
And
so
yeah,
we would have been your neighbor on your front door side.
Yeah.
We
okay,
were in
yeah,
that spot right next to it. Yep.
yeah, and it was
So,
just, I mean, it was
It's tight in
tight.
there
It
for
was
sure.
so
yep.
tight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, and,
Yeah.
and I felt I know I felt bad for myself, and I was kind of angry too, but I kind of felt bad for the gentleman too because he'd only been on the road for a month, and he's pulling like a
Yeah.
45-foot fifth wheel.
Oh,
And
why
it's
we don't
like,
want
That's
45 foot.
that's honestly one of my biggest fears. Like I am hyper vigilant about that stuff now, and it's funny because we were talking about it, and there's actually an app that you can get to show you, like you can drive around, you can drive an RV, and you can put in how big it is, and you can see the tail swing and stuff. And after doing
right?
that, it's like I realize a little bit more how wide that swing is. But
Yeah.
I am that's yeah I'm hyper vigilant about that. But that sucks that happened.
Well, and
Good
that
thing
I mean,
it's just a truck. Nobody got hurt, which is the
oh,
most important
absolutely.
thing.
And the truck is still drivable, which was
Yeah,
is also a small blessing. It's just now I got to figure out who, what, where, when, how to get it fixed and all that good stuff. And but that also goes back to it's a large rig, but even just backing in a spot or going someplace unfamiliar, that's one of the things that I always use, and I've used that on this podcast before and on our own YouTube channel is goal, GOAL, get out and look. If you're unsure or uncomfortable, yeah, you might be tired, but listen to the pit in your stomach. And if it doesn't look right, smell right, taste right, something's probably not right. So get out and look.
100%.
But yeah, so sad.
Well, that's definitely an oh boy moment.
Yeah.
But I am looking to upgrade to a 450, so I'll be parking closer to the road from now on.
Yes.
Yeah, no kidding. I swear, I so want a 450 so bad. We had to make a U-turn the other day, and it was like a 3-lane highway, and I still had to back up. I am like, it's just,
And your arms are probably still sore.
yeah, it's ridiculous. Yep.
Well, oh boy, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode as much as we did recording it. Please follow, share, and leave a review. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, and Audible. And finally, before we close it out, let's get Amy's famous quote of the episode.
Amy.
Okay, this is a quote by Chris Rock. Some people say life is short and that you could get hit by a bus at any moment and that you have to live each day like it's your last. Bullshit. Life is long. You're probably not going to get hit by a bus, and you're going to have to live with the choices you make for the next 50 years.
There you go.
Come on,
Boom.
cheers.
Love it.
Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody.
Cheers, everybody.